while we've been down here, I've been using a personal hotspot to pay our bills, which you told us about a year ago. But I want to know what the distinction is between a personal hotspot and a virtual private network, and when you would use each.
So a hotspot gets you um connected to the internet and a private internet just for you. I think VPN is just a privacy protected browsing section of the internet. I don't think it actually gives you a um connection to the internet itself, but they might have changed that. So oh no, VPNs do offer internet service. Hotspots create a Wi-Fi network, while VPNs provide secure encrypted connections, enhancing privacy. So, so VPNs are going to be more safe and secure, um, than a hotspot. It's just like you're creating your own, internet in your area, but it might not necessarily be private. Even if there's a password, it's not going to be encrypted. Um, but the VPNs will be encrypted connections on
So,
that.
so I would do better to use a VPN rather than the hotspot.
Correct.
Okay.
The VPN costs money and hotspots are free.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the thing with the internet privacy protections anymore. You know, you have to pay money to get all the safety features you want, and what are you willing to pay is really what it comes down to.
You know
You're
what
not
the
with,
VPN costs?
It
It
depends.
depends.
you're not with Verizon, right?
Yes.
No, Bev and Chuck.
No,
No.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I get VPN free through Verizon.
Interesting.
Norton has one.
Norton has one. Bitdefender has one. Uh, NordVPN is one that's pretty familiar um, with folks. Certain browsers have them associated where you can, if you're like a Firefox only browser, you could get a VPN through Firefox. Um, but let's see. Forbes has a best VPNs of 2025. What are they saying? NordVPN, Surfshark, Norton, Total VPN, IP Vanish. That seems sketch. Pure VPN, and then private internet access. So, yeah, I guess it really depends what you want, what kind of research, pricing, different things. There's no right one. So,
Thank you.
I don't have any personal experience with any like public VPNs. Um, like in Westminster doesn't have a VPN, but my brother's work company requires all their computers to have one. Same with my dad with the medical center. So I know think VPN's more through employers than private, personal use. So,
I have a question about last week.
mm-hmm.
I personally was not here, but I watched the video the other day. How does your iPad know that it's been left behind?
It depends on where its location is, right?
Yeah, but there was something in there about if your iPad gets left behind, it's going to notify you.
Hmm.
How does it know that it's been left behind so that it can notify you?
Geo tracking, right? So you share with them your location on your phone,
Right.
and the iPad has something in it that tracks its location as well. Um,
So it came up on our cell phone that we left the iPad behind. Isn't that right, Gene?
Correct. Although I have my location off on my phone, so, but it must have picked up yours.
Think so.
So,
We do now each have our own iPads. We changed our names.
Yeah, but you're both Bob on Zoom.
Yeah, I was going to change that, but I haven't gotten to it yet. I haven't changed it yet.
Well, Bob, you become Gene, and Gene, you can be Bob.
Boy,
No way.
I could never meet her qualifications.
Or you can be
Aw.
Fred and Alice. Who knows? Fred and Wilma.
Deb, does your camera not work?
No, it works. I'll briefly show you why I'm not displaying my face. Because I'm wearing 2 pairs of glasses and it looks a little silly.
But we really can't tell.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Just a lot of
Okay.
reflection.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
no eyeballs.
I miscounted when I was packing my contact lenses. So I am a few short. So there are a few days I have to wear glasses down here, but they're not the right prescription. So now I need to wear 2 pairs of glasses to see the screen clearly.
At least you have a solution.
Yes.
Looks fine.
Okay.
we don't care. We're a very accepting group.
Since I
Yeah.
have to leave early, I have two things, minor things. One is a big thanks to Lynn, because you have kept us always aware of things that could be spam or hacking or whatever. And I got a text from Easy Pass the other day. One, they don't have my cell phone number. And it was one where we owed money and we had to pay it before the next day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of those types of things, and we're on auto pay. But I did check the balance going in through the Easy Pass portal. But anyway, right away, it smelled.
Mm-hmm. That particular spam or phishing attack is very active right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you look at the email address, it's not coming from EasyPass. It's some other agency. I've gotten a number of them and I just delete them immediately.
Yeah,
Report them as junk.
yeah.
I don't even
This was a
look at them
text.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting the texts.
Mhm.
I haven't gotten any emails on it, but I've gotten several texts.
Me too.
The other thing is, I wondered whether this was legitimate or not. We got getting into AOL, and I got a thing that we had to update our AOL app because it was out of date. And I thought, but I didn't have time to do anything right then. And by now, the AOL icon on both phone and iPad have changed color.
Mm-hmm.
And I checked in the app store, AOL store, not AOL, the iPhone store, and their apps are yellow. And so I thought, well, I'll download it, and it was already downloaded. I was really surprised that they would make the change without my doing anything.
Do you have auto updates on your phone?
I'm just gonna use that.
If yes, it might
Yeah.
have done it overnight. It might have
Uh,
realized,
okay.
oh, there's a new update. We'll update it.
Okay, even for an app type of thing.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Anyway, it was just a report.
That's a good story. But good to know. the funny thing, going back to Easy Pass, the funny thing was my credit card recently expired, and I'm getting notifications of update your credit card on all these websites, which exhausting.
All
But
your bills that are unpaid.
Easy Pass sent a phishing or an email reminding me and a text reminding me to update my credit card. And like 2 minutes later, I got a phishing text, for Easy Pass. And it's
And you
like,
knew the
these are
difference.
legitimate, and this one is not. But and Chuck, I was doing some from a quick Google search, which is always legitimate information. It appears that there's something in Apple devices that Apple can track their locations with their IP addresses somehow. Um, I don't understand how.
Hmm.
That's above my head.
Yeah.
So even if we don't have location on, it might still be tracking.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with air tags, those little
Mhm.
clip
Mhm.
thingies you can get for suitcases and things. Yeah. Good questions. Any other questions you want to dive into?
Can we discuss the thing I sent you? I'm trying to find it where somebody
Yes.
else's email address popped up in my,
Mhm.
what was it, Google?
I was trying to remember your challenge and I couldn't find it in my email when
Okay, I'll look for it while we're discussing other things. Oh, I just found it.
look
So
at you.
it was my, so on Google, sign in with Google, choose an account, and then it brings up, I have a Gmail account, an AOL account. Actually, it doesn't show my AOL account. I guess it wouldn't because it's Google. So, oh, I have a second account that I did create that I never used. And then my daughter-in-law's sister shows up on as part of my Google account.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, there hasn't been any fraud. She's not billing anything to me that I know of, that I've noticed. And I think at one point, she was trying to convince me that I could be part of her YouTube TV plan instead of subscribing for myself. And it's like, no, we have our own subscription. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. That's the only thing I can think of where I would have done something with her email address. And I don't even think I did.
It's possible.
And I mean, there's no fraud or anything. It just kind of bugs me that
Mhm.
it's on there.
Yeah.
So any thoughts?
Do you want to share your screen and we can see if we can get rid of it?
It's on my phone.
Okay.
I don't know if I can find it on my computer.
If you open if you go to the share button on your computer, do you have an Apple or
I have
an
a,
iPhone or
I
Android?
have an iPhone and I have a ThinkPad.
Okay. So if you hit the green share button on Zoom and a pop-up should come up, and if you go over, there should be something at the top called labeled screens, documents, and advanced.
Yep.
You go to advanced, you can find a iPhone/iPad via AirPlay.
Okay. I
And if you
clicked that.
click that, and then if you go to your phone and swipe from the top right to get that like section of notification things, you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Up by the battery, if you in the corner just take your thumb and drag down, um you should get like airplane mode,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
and there should be a little underneath my brightness one, and volume. There's a little round circle that has two rectangles, and
Oh, yeah.
one,
Okay.
you see that?
Mm-hmm.
if you click that, you should see screen mirroring options, and there should be something called Zoom.
Okay, I might have clicked the wrong thing. The thing I clicked came up as personal hotspot discoverable.
We're just seeing a black screen.
I know we are.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
But yeah, if you see, so when you click the rectangle thingy, the 2 rectangle round circle,
Mm-hmm.
and it says screen mirroring,
No, it doesn't say that.
what does it say?
It says personal hotspot discoverable, but it's a circle with like, almost looks like a 2 chain links together, but I'm assuming,
I think that's different.
okay, then
Um,
is it VPN?
no,
I'm sorry.
get out of that, and can we do, nope. Nope, that's not right either. So let me stop your screen share.
Oh, okay. No, all right. I think I found the one you were looking for, screen mirroring.
Yes, that's it. I just stopped your share though, so try
Okay.
doing that again. And now when you do that, it should say Zoom on your phone, like under the options of where to screen mirror. You guys are learning new things.
Whether you want to or not. Okay, so on my phone, it says screen mirroring, but it's just buffering.
Correct. So on your computer screen, hit that green share button again.
I'm not seeing it. Oh, there. Okay.
And
Right.
then go back to advanced
Okay.
and
iPhone,
via-
iPad.
Yep, via AirPlay.
Okay.
And now on your phone, you should see Zoom. Keyword should. Now on your phone, under
Okay.
screen mirroring, does it say Zoom something?
No, it's still just,
Buffering.
yeah.
Okay. Never mind then. That's not going to work. That's
I
okay.
know. It looks like, I mean, on my laptop, it looks like it wants to work.
Yeah. Yeah. The other option is if you have a power cord that fits into your computer, and my iPhone is a USB-C, the little round square thing. And if you have the other end that goes into your computer, it can connect with the cable as well.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
But if you don't have that, then we will do things theoretically verbally.
Okay.
So let's see if I've got. So when you see this, is it through the Google
Wonder,
app?
like, can you see that? Or am I too
Okay.
close?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So scroll. Can you move it up a little bit? Use another code. Okay, so what I think you need to do is clear the cache and cookies on that. Is that through a browser or is that an app?
This is actually a screenshot of what I had done. So so I think I just had gone into google.com on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Sometimes I feel really inadequate. And my husband's downstairs, and so now he's hearing just how inadequate I am.
Not
No.
inadequate.
So yeah, I don't even, okay, so I just went to Google and like my home screen of Google and
Mhm.
clicked on Google account, and I thought that's where it would pop up. Search Google account. I don't know. I mean, it's probably not worth all this effort. She's not doing
Right.
anything on my account. It just is weird.
So what I think is happening is you've got multiple accounts. So when you hit sign in, well, of course, now it's not doing it, but you see all the people that possibly have logged in. And like theoretically, you should see my Gmail, you should see my Westminster email, you should see probably like my mom's email or something. And you can choose all of them. The challenge is how to delete these guys. So what I would think is if that's true and there's this remove an account button, um, you would click that and hit the minus button.
Okay.
But I don't know if that was an option when you had that pop up.
Yeah, I don't think it was, but I may have just been so flabbergasted that she was on there. And nothing should surprise me about this person. I love her. She's a family member, but it's interesting. So, okay, I'll
I
play with it
understand.
some.
Um, yeah, and if it's YouTube, what I would find interesting is if you're on different devices and it's the same on all the devices, or if it's just the phone.
Yeah, I know as far as YouTube TV on the two different homes, where we use it, she does not pop up. It's just our account that pops up. So,
Interesting. Yeah.
all right. Thank you. If I find out anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, if we can diagnose it more. Um, but also if you clear your cache and cookies on the computer itself. You know what another option would be? I wonder if it's this. We'll see. Another another theory. Well, it might not be the case, but we'll find out. So, if you have if you go to settings and go down to apps, I'm probably going too quickly for you. We'll see if I'm right, and then if I'm right, then I'll slow down for you. Go to Google. It does not have um, different accounts. Okay, that's wrong. That's my bad. Yeah, that's not right. Yep. No. Nope, I'm wrong. Yep. Okay. Don't listen to Lynn. Lynn doesn't know. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. Now it rules out that theory. Yeah, I was thinking maybe there's multiple accounts listed within the Google app itself. Um, like, let's do this one more time via cable. If you see here, I've got Google open on my computer and you can see my little face on the top corner.
Mhm.
And there's my name and there's if I had multiple accounts, you probably if you opened the Google app would see her account underneath. Yes. Maybe.
Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, I lost my image of you guys.
Yeah.
Um,
You're seeing my phone probably.
oh, okay.
When you open Google on your phone, do you see something like this with a like your initials in the top right corner?
Um, no, because I was already in Google and I had gone like way down into a whole bunch of activity. So,
Bob, are you seeing the top story here?
Yes,
Can you check that out for me?
I will.
Thank you. Um, but if you're in Google, theoretically, and you see this screen, maybe if you get to this screen, my guess is you'll see her name up here. And if you have the little caret down in that top corner, you can theoretically manage accounts on this device. And if you click that, you can remove people that way.
Okay, I will keep playing with it on my own. I'll give you an update.
Do you have the Google Mail app on your phone? How do you view your email?
Yeah, it's on my phone.
And do you have the Google Calendar?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. If I do, I don't use it.
Um, let's see. We can see if Google Mail does that. Check it out because I'm intrigued now. I'm curious. And then we will let it go. Um,
I'm certainly not getting her
you're
mail.
not getting something like that when you open the Gmail app.
No, it just goes right into my mail. Oh, there. Okay, there.
And then at the top, search in mail.
Yeah,
Do you see your initials or a photo in a circle at the top corner?
yeah. It's just my initial.
Can you click on that?
Yes, I clicked on it before and it did something, but it's not doing anything. Oh, there. Okay. Google account, manage accounts on this device, and I did click on that just now.
What do you see?
It only shows me.
That's bizarre. That's creepy.
Yeah,
Theoretically, you should see her stuff too.
yeah. Since she's on that, I don't know. I'll try to get back to that page where I initially saw her name. Maybe somehow I've removed it accidentally on purpose.
I
And
hope so.
she's never mentioned, seeing anything of mine. So I have no idea how that happened, but the only thing I could think of was the whole YouTube TV
Mhm.
fiasco where everybody in the family was like, oh no, we all just use Nicole's. Like, okay, well, we're not gonna do that. So,
My guess is she borrowed your computer, logged in, or your phone, borrowed your phone, logged into her account, read her emails or something, and
that could
found
very
out.
likely be it.
That's my theory of what happened. And
Yeah.
your phone is remembering she did that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for listening to that and putting my mind at ease.
It doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah, yeah, it was just a puzzle. It's one of those like, okay, it's nothing, but I can't get around it. So I'm around it now. Thank you, Lynn.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yay,
The
so
issue.
a happy
Somebody else,
Sherry.
somebody else bring up something much more interesting, please.
Anyone have anything more interesting or boring or trivial?
No, but Lynn, if you stay on afterward with me, I'll tell you what that said.
Thank
The,
you.
the news blog blurb.
I'm curious.
So Chuck and Bev, you're on with us through,
Our bank account or to pay the bills
Mhm.
while we're down here paying
Gotcha,
bills online.
gotcha.
Because I trained you well.
That's right.
Made you paranoid about traveling using other people's internet. But
Yeah, it's interesting. We logged into their account last year when we came down for the first time, and we came down 3 weeks ago, and it remembered the password or the network and the password and just logged us in automatically. So the phone and the computer logged us in a year later.
That's common, isn't it, Lynn? I mean, I found
Yeah,
that different sites I go, it automatically links.
Yep.
What I found really interesting is that I'm on a new laptop since I was here last year, and it automatically logged that in too.
Ooh,
You
username and password.
you kept the same account though, right? On from your old computer, it just migrated everything over.
Right.
So, yeah. But disconcerting that the cache and cookies that yeah, transferred devices.
Yeah.
Very interesting. But yes, that's very common. Um, they probably don't change their password.
One of the differences between Macs and PCs. A PC would never think to do that.
I sense a little prejudicial leaning.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Sorry.
When
Very
leaning
lowbrow
is
outburst.
appropriate, you do it.
Actually, no, we're probably evenly split.